what Imam Mahdi would do. And the ordinary Maulvis, they only heard a few things. And that they remember, those few things they remember. That Imam Mahdi would lead the prayer and Hazrat Isa would say his prayer behind him. And he would do for 40 years. And so on and so forth. So important items every day, which are commonly known. As far as the slaughtering is concerned, that is only known to some scholars. Of the Muslim sects. Altogether. Is concerned, Ahle Quran are very prominent there. But not only Ahle Quran, most modern Muslims have completely severed their ties with the possible Imam Mahdi. They are not really praying for. Let him, if he does not, they don't care. The point is that they don't know and they don't believe. So they don't want to be bothered by anything. This modern movement is led by Allama Iqbal, mainly, who considers all these expectations to be a remnant of the past which has its roots in the Jewish concepts or some other previous concepts. And these followers of Allama Iqbal, although many among them are not Ahle Quran. Many followers of Iqbal are either Ahle Hadith or Ahle Sunnah, the rest of them. But under the influence of Iqbal, they think that they are all just like opium as conceived by Marx to keep their masses lulled and as if on a drug. And nobody would come. They are un-Islamic concepts. They have been grafted to Islam, according to these people, by the later influence of the Jewish or some other religious people who came into Islam in later centuries. So this is, in a nutshell, the whole situation. But the commoners, as such, that is to be the great majority of Muslim ordinary people, they have not only heard of Imam Mahdi, they are still expecting him. But not with all these details. Mostly they know this one thing is very important to them, that he is going to come to distribute money to the believers. And they are waiting for that. According to them, he would distribute money to the extent that the recipient would ultimately get tired of all that money. And he would say, for God's sake, finish, bas. Enough is enough. I cannot carry more money, or I cannot, I do not desire or require any more money. And enough you have given me quite enough. And this he will do to the entire Ummah, all the believers, and none would be left. That is the concept which is most commonly known to the commoner. And they like it so much, that they are waiting, in fact they are yearning, dying to see Imam Mahdi, but the one who would distribute money, not the one who would ask for chanda and tell you to deprive you of your own hard-earned money. So there, the concept of the present-day Muslims and the attitude of all earlier messengers of Allah are in exactly diametrical opposition to each other. This is the only Imam, if he comes as such, he would be the only Imam in the history of religion who has come to distribute money rather to ask for financial sacrifices. Because according to the Holy Quran, all the previous Imams, prophets, whatever you call them, they always came with the message that you spend in the cause of Allah. As a history in a nutshell, the Holy Quran tells us, لَمْ يَكُنِ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ وَالْمُشْرِكِينَ مُنْفَكِّينَ حَتَّى تَأْتِيَهُمُ الْبَيِّنَةُ وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ وَيُقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَذَلِكَ دِينُ الْقَيِّمَةِ. That all those prophets who came earlier, all the messengers of Allah who came earlier, had Deen al-Qayyimah with them, the fundamentals of religion. And those fundamentals lie in three directions. Number one, they told the people, Ya'budullaha mukhlisina lahuddina wa yuqimus salat. They should worship Allah in entirety, having no partner to Him in whatever sense. With all purity, they should they should worship Allah in the sense that in nothing they should have any shadow of partnership to Allah in their mind. That is, the entire love should be devoted to Him, all one's energy should be devoted to Him, all one's wealth should be devoted to Him. With all their hearts, they should love Allah and worship Him. That is Mukhlisina Lahuddin. The second, Mukhlisina Lahuddin means that they should learn their way of life from Allah. That is, they should receive their law, regulating their conduct in life from Allah. And they should not bow down to anyone else for that code of life, which is religious code. Mukhlisina Lahuddin being here in the sense that their faith, their way of life should be directed and controlled entirely by Allah and by none else. In as much as Allah wishes them to obey any other person, they would, but not a jot beyond. The second fundamental of religion, which according to the Holy Quran in these verses is common to all religions, all over the world in all times, is that they instructed them to yuqimu salata, to pray regularly, fulfilling all its requirements. Yuqimu salata means so many things, but as a gist, in a few words you can say, to say prayer fulfilling all its requirements. That is yuqimu salat. Wa yu'tu zakat, and they should spend in the way of Allah. This is the word which is most important in this context. That is, according to the Holy Quran, not a single prophet ever appeared who distributed money. Rather, he demanded money in the cause of Allah, and this is common to all religions and every prophet. So this Imam Mahdi, as expected by the commoners of today, is going to break that law completely. He would be the only exception in the entire world of messengers who would say, no, I have not come to order you to pay zakat, that is to spend in the way of Allah. I have come to distribute money. Now this is the concept of Mahdi, they know. But as you travel westwards towards the more